And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. Gun. Black.
On 1st and 10, Cousins firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Now Cousins. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Yellow. Hey, we're good. Black, we're good. The hot. 180.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Alex Anzalone, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Zebra. Let's go.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Let's just do me. Let's go.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Cousins now from the 50. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray, and a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. That changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. It's Cousins on the sneak. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
Bingo. Hey, 382, list 50.
Cousins to throw it this time. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Second down, Cousins. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep. Now he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Kirk Cousins scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Forbath, the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Forbath out to kick this one away. And here's Lewis. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. On first down, Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Hey, 382, 2.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football.
Here we go. Hey, Oscar. Yellow. He's in there. Yellow.
Cousins now on second down. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Cousins now to throw on first down. It's complete to Diggs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Cousins on first down. He's going to flip it out here to his running back. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more on that one and another first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal.
Two.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And this is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And that'll make it third down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Here we go. Ready?
Now Brees throwing on 2nd down. Got his hand complete over the middle. It's Ingram. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now Brees on 3rd down. That's complete to Meredith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Brees now on 1st down. This is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Brees now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Here's Brees. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Bree's going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
4 down. Ready. Yellow lady.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play. But when it doesn't work, oh, boy, you wish you hadn't.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
We're good. We're good.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Yellow. Gun. Through. Behind.
They'll throw again. Cousins. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment.
That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the red zone now, Cousins. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Kendall Wright, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. And Forbath will put this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
First half in the books. You're watching. We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. On the stop there defensively, Tyler Davison. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive lineman and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
Let's go. Gun. Left.
Cousins to throw it. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Breeze now on 1st down. Now he steps away. Looking sideline, incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Linval Joseph getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he's going to go down again. Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fielded at the 20. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. And out now come the Vikings. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On second down, Cousins again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's third down.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Black. Hey, yellow. No. Me. Where's the hot?
On third down, Cousins escaping the pressure right. And incomplete here on third down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Black. Rhino. Black. You two.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. Cousins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. You have to use timeouts. What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. Cousins on the keeper, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins, his second touchdown of the night. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the two-point try.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Cousins to throw it this time. And that is incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. Cousins now. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A first down from Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen.
Two. Hey, Oscar.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That's going to leave him with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Here we go. We're good.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it second and 12.
Okay, we got 4. All right, here we go. Spurs.
Now Cousins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On third down, Murray. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And here's Lewis. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to.
And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 32, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It give it and it take it away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Let's go. 2.
Play action now. Cousins. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
2.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. He's going to get it running right. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Latavius Murray taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Forbath out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a desperation throw, and now here is another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah. Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8. Are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. A gain of 6 there on first. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch, maybe you move some motion, maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Here's Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is. And what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.